So this video is a little bit different than anything I've ever done before, and I'm going through in my head exactly how I wanted to go about doing it, and I couldn't really come up with the way I wanted to do it, so I figured I would just start. 1. This is not a smoking video, so you won't really see me talking or explaining smoking. 2. I want a tolerance cut, which means I'm still smoking, just not as much, which at some other point in time I'll explain. This is about a surgery that I'm having next week, January 9th. I'm getting my tubes tied. Yes, my tubes tied, like no more children for me. I am 25 right now. Now, this is crazy to be getting your tubes tied at 25. I was always told that I would have to be at least 30 to even be considered. Now, if we want to go into the whole backstory of why it's so complicated to get your tubes tied, that's like a whole nother story, because it's kind of crazy how many hoops and red flags women have to go through to get their tubes tied, which is an elective surgery. However, I guess in my situation you wouldn't really call it fully elective anymore, because obviously my doctors had to make a special case and I had to go through all these hoops to even get approved to have the surgery. So, the reason that I am allowed to get my tubes tied: 1, I have a chronic illness that will not go away. 2, I have a genetic disorder that you can pass down to your children. 3, I can't have children already, but with my anxiety, like there's like a tiny percent chance that I could end up pregnant. Really tiny. And with my anxiety, it's just not something I want to have to worry about all the time. Now, I can't be on normal birth control because it messes with my hormones too much due to the fact I already can't have children. So adding those hormones into my body makes it basically so either I'm getting my period like literally all the time or not at all. Now, I have tried the shot. I can't be on this shot. The shot makes me gain weight. And I was on the IUD. I did have an IUD for a very long time, and it worked for a very long time. I had it for over 5 years, and I got another one. Now, I started having problems with my new one. Probably started having issues with my new one because I am now a chemo patient, making me at a higher risk for infection. Also, having an IUD makes you at a higher risk for infection. So with the two combined, I started to get infection after infection after infection. And my doctor recommended that I should get it taken out to see if taking it out is what was causing me to get all these infections. It was. So, when she brought that up, getting it out, I asked from the start if we could start the procedure for me to get my tubes tied, because this is something that I've wanted for a long time. I've known I wouldn't be able to have children since I was about 16. Now, yes, there are always stories of people who have children after they say they can't, after doctors tell them that they can't have children. But let me tell you, I really haven't had my period or anything normal female like my whole entire life. 2, there's so much wrong with me physically and everything else that I just don't want to risk passing that down to my children. The risk, especially because I'm a female and I'm the mother, the chances that I could make it through the pregnancy, the child could make it through the pregnancy, and we would both be like, I would still be the same amount. If I wouldn't get sicker, the baby wouldn't get sicker, the baby wouldn't get sick, really small. So, I've known for a while that babies were probably going to be out of the question. Fine. Adoption is always fine. And right now, I'm having 3 pets. It's kind of enough to juggle. But I just felt like that I needed to explain that too, because while yes, it is elective surgery, at this point there is no other option really. And it's safest. It's the safest option for me. And while, it's kind of crazy and hard to think about 25 years old having your tubes tied. So it's going to be happening. And it's not weed related. But I felt like because I do have my medical card and it just became wrecking my state, everyone's going crazy and the tax on it's ridiculous. Which, by the way, if you do not buy it from the dispensary, it's still illegal. So everyone who hasn't been to the dispensary who's smoking right now, illegal. Breaking the law. So like they're taxed at like 35%. If you want to have something that's actually infused with cannabis, which to be considered infused with cannabis, I think the percent is only like 40 or 50%. So it's like, okay, if you actually really want pot, you have to pay 35% tax. And this the card, which, But anyway, I just felt because I had mine for medical reasons, and this is a very weird medical procedure that I'm going to be having because it's obviously huge because I'm going under getting my tubes fully tied. But I'm young, and it's not something that usually gets done because for so many years and years and years and years and years and years, while different things were still working for me, I was told that I would not be allowed to have this done. So, I guess the moral of my story is that I finally was what they call quote-unquote sick enough to have this done, which is kind of fucked up. But I'm excited, which is weird. So obviously, I'm about to have surgery next week, and so I will not be as active because of that. So, bear with me. Yes, it's elective, but no, it's not elective. It's elective, but if I don't do it, I will be sicker and my life just bad. There's literally no other option except for this. So, since I already don't like candy children, it's like, people are always like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, well, no. I feel like I'm making the right choice for me. And I feel like since I've known since I was 16 that I probably couldn't have children, that's inevitable. But I just wanted to explain that because I don't talk about my chronic illnesses very often. And obviously I didn't even get into all of what I have that could be passed down and everything, just kind of the basics. But yeah. So I'm like a little bit more nervous, just the fact that I won't the surgery part and the recovery part than the actual not having children part. Because that's a sensitive part of your body. But, stay around. There'll be a lot more. And I do plan on talking about my chronic illnesses a little bit more, especially related to weed. And, gonna start growing soon, so we can just go on the grow journey. So everyone, just stay tuned. Thank you.